So we've already done Turtwig, we've already done Piplup. There's just one more that we have to do for the Sinnoh starters. And it's Chimchar, the fire monkey Pokemon. And obviously he's a bit of a cheeky monkey, wouldn't you agree? Hey guys, Storm Turtle 1 here! Welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome to my latest Nanoblock Unbag and build. And this week we are doing Chimchar, the fire starter for Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Brilliant Diamond, and Shining Pearl. So this is the fire starter that actually fully evolves into a fire fighting type. And this is not really the first for Pokemon to ever have final dual type evolution stages. There's always been Venusaur, there's also been Charizard, so there has been a slight increase in the number of starter Pokemon that become dual types at their final evolution stage. And honestly, I am just excited to really get look forward to the next Legends ZA Pokemon game that'll be streaming on Twitch and Kick. If you want to check me out, guys, my links to my Twitch and my Kick pages are down in the description below. You can become a follower, and if you do, you'll get access to some great notifications for my streams, and of course whenever I go live. I will explain as we hit the split of the build, but for now, let's unbag Chimchar. Ooh, this bag is a bit tough. Okay, so we have got 4 bags in this one. This is perfect. And the instructions, if it will come out, are right here. And there's going to be quite a bit of brown, but also some red in this as well. And of course, there's also some see-through yellow. So I'm going to get started with organizing all the bricks for this build, guys. And then I'll get back to you and show you what I have to work with. Before I begin, I just want to let you guys know that I publish content throughout the week, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to get notified on all my latest content. So we have all of our pieces sorted, and we have a nice variety of brown and cream for Chimchar's body. We've also got some red and yellow for the flaming too. So let's begin with the browns that we've got first. So we have at least 9 1x1s here. Yeah. 11 1x2s, 4 1x4s, 8 1x3s, and we've got some L's here. We've got 6 of these in brown. We also have some 2x3s here. We've got about 8 of these, 6 2x4s, and 12 2x2s. So those are all the browns that we're going to need for this build. Now for the cream colors, we have got... We'll start with the L's here. We have got 8 of these. We also have 4 T's. Then we have 8 2x2s, 3 2x3s, and 5 2x4s. Then right here we have 4 1x1s. We have 11 1x2s, 4 1x3s, and 5 1x4s here. Then we've got some see-through bricks as well, and I know it's hard to see, but I will point them out as best as I can. And so let's start with the reds. We've got some 5 red see-through red 2x2s here, 4 1x2s, a 1x1, and 2 see-through L's here. Then we've also got some see-through yellows. We have 2 see-through yellow L's, 3 1x2s, and 2 2x3s right here. And if you thought that we've only got see-through reds, well, I'm glad to say that we have some solid reds in this build. We have 4 L's, a 2x2 right here, and 4 1x1s right here. Then for the whites, we have 4 1x2s, and 4 black 1x1s. So those are all the bricks that we're going to need for this week's build. And I'm going to get started on step 1, where we're going to be working on Chimchar's body. Step 1 of the build is completed, and it's a fairly easy step, but it can be a bit tricky if you're not familiar with how nano builds work. So I'm going to try my best to help explain what you have to do for this step. So I began with 2 brown 2x3s in horizontal positions, and I have to make sure that there are at least 2 pegs away from each other so that we have a nice little gap here, so that we can put in a see-through yellow 2x3, also in a horizontal position, on the top row of pegs here for the model. And then in front of that yellow brick is a 1x2 cream piece right here, so that it kind of acts out like the, for the body of Chimchar for its belly. Then I grabbed 2 more brown 1x1s and placed one here and one here, so that they're in close proximity to the yellow 2x3 that we placed earlier in that step. Then I had to grab 2 see-through red L's, one on the left and one on the right, where the one on the left has the gap facing the northeast, and the one on the right has the gap facing northwest. And it's not going to be an empty gap, because right behind, filling up those gaps, is a see-through red 2x2 right here for the model. So that is everything that we need for step 1 of the build. We can now move on to step 2, where we're actually going to work on more on the tail flame for Chimchar as well as its body. And if you ever need any help trying to get any of those bricks off of this display here, always handy to have tweezers, the special pair of tweezers with the special gap right at the end, right here. Step 2 of the build is now over and done with, and it is a little secure, but I wouldn't say it's completely secure yet. But hopefully after step 3, we will be able to make sure it is strongly secure rather than loosely secure. So I began with, on both sides on the 2x3s, he's on the right and the left, a brown 1x2 in horizontal positions, and of course putting them on the top part of the brown 2x3s that we've done here. So these 1x2s here. Then at the front of each one is 2 clear L's, cream L's, where the one on the right has the gap facing southeast, and the one on the left is facing southwest. Then to help keep everything together at the back is a brown 2x4 in a vertical position, so that it not only connects the brown the 2x3s that we've done in step 1, but also the see-through yellow that we've got here and the 1x1s. So it helps keep everything connected and secure. Next, in the middle on the back here is a yellow a see-through yellow 2x3 in a horizontal position to help connect to Chimchar's flame tail, in order to give it that flaming effect. Then at the front, right here on both sides, and both in horizontal positions, is 2 more see-through yellow bricks, and these are 1x2s, one here and then one here. And then finally we've got a see-through red 2x2 to help create that flame tail effect for Chimchar. Now with that over and done with, we can now try to get some more stability for the build as we move on to step 3. So step 3 is now completed, and we do have a little bit more stability, which is a good thing, but it will be easily fixed later, a lot more stable in the next step, hopefully. So I began with this step with a cream 1x4 in a vertical position to help form Chimchar's belly for his body. Then in the middle, right behind it, is a brown 2x3 in a horizontal position to help connect everything together. Then on both the left and the right side of that 2x3 and near the front is a brown 1x2, both of which are in horizontal positions so that it gives that curved leg effect for Chimchar. Then one row of pegs away from that 2x3, right here, is a see-through red 2x2 to help connect everything together to create that flame effect for the tail as well. Then we've got 2 yellow L's, where this one here on the left has the gap facing southeast, and the one on the right is facing southwest. And then to help keep everything together by keeping up with that flame tail effect is a see-through red 1x2 right here at the back. So for the next step, we just need to turn this model over as we get ready to get to work on step 4. Step 4 of the build is over and done with, and what I thought would be more stability for the tail here, which unfortunately it isn't, but although it is a bit loose, hopefully in the later step we can make sure that it doesn't wobble any further. We have actually got some of the bottom of Chimchar sorted. So I began with the see-through red 2x2 here, so that it creates that curved flame effect for the tail, for Chimchar. Then at the front here, I placed 2 brown 2x2s underneath the 2x3s at the very at the front here for the for Chimchar's feet, which we'll hopefully be working on really soon. Then I placed a cream 1x2 right in between those 2 2x2s that we've done in a vertical position, so that it continues with that belly effect for Chimchar. Then right behind that cream 1x2 is a red 2x2, who probably to help out with the flame effect for the tail. Then at the front, on both the left and the right side, is 2 brown 1x1s to help carry on with the leg effect for Chimchar. So with step 4 over and done with, we can now move on to step 5 of the build. Okay, so step 5 is almost complete. There is a bit of a 2-part step that we have to complete for this model, first and foremost. So I thought it would be a good idea, instead of doing it, explaining it on the camera, I might as well do it on the screen for you guys. So for part 1 of each step, you need to grab a cream 2x2, a cream L, and a 1x2. And for this, for the right hand, you have to put the 1x2 in a horizontal position on the left side, whereas for the right side, like I said, on the right side. Then for the L's, we just help cover the square, the 1x2 the 2x2 that we've done, and make sure that for the left hand the gap is facing the southeast, and for the right hand, that's the right hand, that is the southeast, and this one, the left hand, is southwest. Then over that, for the next part of the step, you grab a brown 2x2, and then you cover it over the back part of the 1x2 and the one of the corners of the L's for the cream L's that we've done in the earlier in that part. Then we grab a brown L, and we place it on for the right side. We put it on the top left corner, and for the left side we put it on the top right corner. So that is it for that. And then all we have to do is place each hand, or each arm, on here like so. And if you're not entirely sure whereabouts on the model that you should try and put it, guys, take a closer look at the instructions, because they are here to help you out as best as they can. And that is it for step 5. We have got arms for Chimchar. Now we just need to make sure that they stay there as we move on to step 6. Step 6 of the build is now completed, and we do have we've now prevented the arms of Chimchar from falling off, which is a good thing, and we've also added some more detail to the flame here. So let's actually start off with the body, because that's the easiest part to explain. At the front here is 2 cream L's, where this one has the gap facing the northwest and this one is facing the northeast. So think of it like creating a 4x2 T instead of just a 1x3 T. Sorry, a 2x3 T, which is perfect the best I can explain it. Then, to fill in the gaps for both those cream L's, you have to grab 2 brown 1x2s and place them in vertical positions, where one part is, of course, filled in by filling in the gap for the L, and the other is actually connected over the brown L for the arm right here. Then here at the back is 2 more brown 1x2s, and again in a vertical position, and just try to make shit look like it's a brown 1x4, or if that's a lot easier for you. If you're not comfortable with using 1x2s, you can actually use the spare 1x4 that you got in the pack to act like those 2 1x2s. And we do have one more that we need to put here on the back for the curve on Chimchar's back right here, also in a vertical position. Then for the flame, there is right here over the red that we've done on step 4. Step 3 is a red 1x2 see-through red in a vertical position. Then right behind it is another see-through red 2x2. So pretend like you're actually putting on a see-through red 2x3 instead, which is a lot easier and a lot more fun. So with step 6 over and done with, we now need to add some more to Chimchar's body in step 7. Step 7 of the build is completed, and we have got more for Chimchar's body. So the foundation brick for this step is this cream 2x2 right here in the middle. And of course aligned with the rest of the body for Chimchar, so that kind of looks like it does have a bit of a curve in its stomach. Then a brown 1x1 here at the front on the left and the right side, so that it helps create that effect for Chimchar's neck. Then right behind each one of those brown L's is those 1x1s, is the 2 brown L's, where this one here on the right has the gap facing the southwest, and this one is southeast. Then here for the flame is a see-through red 1x2 in a vertical position, again, well, actually away from the 1x2 that we did in the last step. And then right behind that red 1x2 is a see-through yellow 1x2, again in the vertical position to help create that flame effect. So I would normally say I'd see you guys after I've done step 8, but I thought it would be best if I actually showed you what you had to do on camera. So for step 8, you need a cream 1x2 right here, a brown 2x2, and a see-through red 2x2. Now for the see-through red, you just put this on top of the other 1x2 that we did in the last step. Then for step 8, it's this brown 2x2 here, then a cream 1x2 right here. That's it for step 8. For step 9, you just grab another brown 2x2, place it on top of the 2x2 that you've done on step 8, and then a see-through red 1x1 right here, and then you place it on the right side of the flame tail so that it gives that flame effect that even Charizard would be pleased to have himself. And now for step 10 of the build, again we're going to do this step as well. We need 2 cream 2x4s and 2 brown 2x2s, and what we have to do is put the brown 2x2s halfway, on one side of the 2x4s, like so. So it looks like this. And then we put it underneath the bottom of the model as such. So it should look like this. And this is exactly what I have to have for the model, which is brilliant. So with the body of Chimchar now done, I can put it aside for a bit, as we can now get to work on step 11, which is the head. Step 11 of the build is really basically completed. It's a whole bunch of cream bricks, so I'll start at the front and move my way to the back, but it really doesn't matter which way you actually have this step. So it's entirely up to you, but the basis is just the same. You begin with a cream 1x2 in a vertical position out here at the front, and you can use this as your foundation brick for this step, which is pretty easy for me to remember. Then a cream 2x4, and again in the vertical position to help create the curve effect for Chimchar's head. Then right behind it is another cream 1x4, again in the vertical position to help keep that curve effect for the head. Then another 2x4, again in the vertical position, and a 1x2 right here in the middle. So it should come to something like this. And then on both sides, on the left and the right, is a cream 1x3 in horizontal positions, where the middle peg has to be in line with the 1x4 that we have done in the middle of the head. So it should look like this. And when you're happy with this, you can then move on to step 12 of the build, where we can carry on working on the head of Chimchar. Step 12 of the build is completed, and we have got some more of a foundation for Chimchar's head. So I have begun with this cream 2x2 here at the front, where half of it is actually over the 1x2 that we've done in step 11 at the front of the build. Then I went backwards and actually put on a cream 2x3 in a horizontal position, so that's in line with the 1x2 that we've done earlier in the step. Then on both the left and the right side, and you can do this in any order you like, there's no right or wrong method of doing this step, I place a cream 1x1 here on the top layer of the 2x2 that we've done earlier, and so it kind of looks like a 1x4. Then I grabbed 2 cream 2x2s again, and placed one on the left side of the 2x3, and one on the right side of the same brick. Then 2 cream T's, where the odd peg is of course facing north, and in our case, the back of Chimchar's head here. Then here in the middle, and right on top of the cream 2x3, is a brown 2x3, again in a horizontal position to help create the effect, well, the furry effect, or hairy effect for Chimchar's head. Then also in horizontal positions are 2 brown 1x2s right next to the left and the right at the front side of that 2x3 that we've done earlier. So with step 12 over and done with, we can now move on to step 13, and whilst I get to work on that step, I have an awesome message to share with everybody here on the channel. Do you like what you see on the screen? The link to the video will be down in the description below, so you can check it out for yourself. But for now, we're going back to the build. And don't forget guys, you can always catch me on Twitch or Kick at 11 AM United Kingdom time, where I'm playing games like Pokemon, Final Fantasy, or Legend of Zelda. So if you want to see me play those games, come and join the fun. And of course, we will have some fun Twitch rewards that you can redeem your channel points on. So, with that now out of the way, let's get right back into the build, which is the heart of this video. I began with a cream 2x2 here, which is one row of pegs away from the front of the nose, which is what it is for Chimchar. Then here at the front, to fill in the gaps, is 2 black 1x1s. And so it doesn't really matter which side it is, as long as it's for that part of the build. Then right behind those black 1x1s are 2 white 1x2s, both in vertical positions, and of course helping to create that eye effect for Chimchar, especially with his cheeky eyes. Then right here at the back, to help give more of the head effect for Chimchar, are 2 cream 2x3s, both in vertical positions again, so it kind of looks like a 2x6 if you will. And of course it will give Chimchar that funny little head of his. Then we've got 2 red 1x1s here and here over the cream T's that we've done in step 12, to help create, start the effect for Chimchar's ears. Then right behind each one, in the very middle of these bricks, are 2 T's, cream T's, where the odd pegs are of course heading north again, and you have to make sure that the odd peg is in line with the red 1x1 that we have placed here in step 13 as well, otherwise it's just going to look inconsistent, and nobody likes an inconsistent nanoblock model. Then we've got 2 brown 1x3s, both in vertical positions, and these are to basically not only help create the effect for the head of Chimchar for the back of his head, but also to help keep these T's stabilized for a bit until we move on to step 14, which we will do so in a second. But we've also got one more brick that we have to go through, and it's this 1x4 round, again in a vertical position, to help create the curve effect for Chimchar's tail. So with that now over and done with, we can move on to step 14 and hopefully get those T's more stabilized than before. Step 14 is completed, and we've got more of Chimchar's head done, and of course his eyes and ears. So beginning with the front here of the face is the cream 2x2, another 2x2 over what we've done in step 13, so it helps keep everything stable. Then 2 more black 1x1s to form the pupils of Chimchar's eyes, and then 2 white 1x2s for the irises for Chimchar itself. Then right here at the back of those 1x2s that we've done in vertical positions are 2 cream 1x3s, again in vertical positions, so that kind of like a 1x6 if you will, to help keep everything together, and of course that illusion for the Chimchar's head. Then we got 2 brown 1x3s in horizontal positions to help connect the front of Chimchar's head to the back as well. And of course to make sure that those cream teas that we've put earlier in step 13 stable as well. And of course they are also covered by these red L's, where the L on the right here has the gap facing southeast, and the one on the left is facing southwest. And of course behind each one of those red L's is a cream 1x2, so that it gives the effect that those are Chimchar's little cheeky monkey ears. And here at the back is a brown 2x4 in a vertical position, so that it helps keep the curved effect for Chimchar's head nice and secured. I would suggest, normally I might have suggested that you would have done the 1x4 first, later, or put it underneath the 2x4 to help connect it. Then I just remembered that there is another brown brick to help keep everything in place. So really there was no, actually there might have been much point to it, so you know what, never mind. Actually, there we go. You could have just saved that 1x4 from step 13 to put it underneath the 2x4 in step 14 if you're not comfortable with aligning those bricks. So with that over and done with, and that awkward little tip that I've been giving, it's time to move on to step 15 and more of Chimchar's head. Step 15 of the build is done, and Chimchar is looking better and better as we move further in the build. So the obvious foundation brick might have been the cream 2x4 in a horizontal position, but it's actually not. My foundation bricks were the red L's, where they were covering the black and the white here at the front of the model for Chimchar's head, so they can help keep everything together while you put on the cream 2x4 or in the horizontal position. So that's something of a little tip that you could use to your advantage. Then behind those red L's are 2 brown 2x2s who's right on top of each other, so that they also help with the 2x4 here in the middle. Then behind each one of those is a cream 1x4, so it kind of forms a 1x8. Both of those bricks have to be in a vertical position in order for this to work. And you have to make sure that for the left side, the peg on the far right is over the left half of the 2x4 here at the front, and the one on the right side has the peg on the far left side on the right side of that 2x4 right here. And then to finish off the effects for the ears are 2 red 1x1s here and here on both ends of those cream 1x4s that we've done earlier. Then I grabbed 2 brown 1x3s and put them right behind the 1x4s that we've done here, and it kind of looks like a 1x6. And then here at the very back is another brown 1x4. So that creates the effect for the head, but there's going to be another step to do, but it's easier for me to do this step on camera than it is off camera. So for step 16, we grab 2 cream L's and 2 cream 1x1s, and then we put a 1x1 underneath a cream L, like so for one side, and like this for the other. And then we just put it on the model as such. Easy fix. Hopefully, in step 17, we can resolve this. Perfect. And that is it. We can now move on to step 17, where we're going to be working on more of the ears and the crown of Chimchar's head. Step 17 is completed and the ears are easily fixed. So we had to put on a cream 1x2 over each part of step 16 that we've done, and of course over the red brick that we've done in step 15 to help finish off the curved ear effect for Chimchar. So that is the ears over and done with. Now we can focus on the crown of the head for our little model, starting off with this cream 1x4 here over the red L's that we've done and the 2x4 here at the front. Then I moved backwards and then placed two brown 2x3s, one here and one here, both in vertical position so that they're kind of forming a 2x6 if you will. Then right here at the back is two brown 2x4s, and they are in horizontal positions connected from on both sides on the left and the right, so that it kind of forms a brown 4x4 if you will, for the base of the crown of Chimchar's head. Then we grabbed two brown 1x3s, one here on the left and one here on the right, both of which in horizontal positions so that they are carrying on with the curve effect for Chimchar's head. So step 17 is over and done with. We can move on to step 18 where we're going to be working on more of the crown of Chimchar's head. So now that we're working on the crown of the model for Chimchar's head, it's nearly the end of the build, but we are on step 18, so I might as well explain what I did first. So I began with the brown 2x4 in a horizontal position right at the front, and of course in the middle, in between Chimchar's eyes, so that it's kind of in line with the cream 2 bricks that we've done in steps 11 and 12 of this model. And also make sure that it's also heading towards the inside of Chimchar's head. Then on both the left and the right side, at the top half of that 2x4 that we've done, are two brown 2x3s, one here and one here, both in horizontal positions again, to help keep the curved effect for Chimchar's crown coming along. And speaking of curve effects, we've got two brown 1x1s here and here at the front. And then we've got a brown 1x4 right here. And then just making sure that both far end pegs of the 1x4 that we're doing are connecting the 2x3s that we've done here at the side. And then right in the middle of that, at the back of the head, is a brown 1x2 in a vertical position once again. So nearly done with the head, and it's looking really good. So now we're going to move on to step 19 to carry on with the head for Chimchar. So step 19 is completed, and we've nearly done with the model actually, but we've still got a few steps to go. For step 19, I began with the brown 2x4 in a vertical position as my foundation brick, and placed it right here in the middle and the bottom part of the 2x3s from step 18. And of course, at least one peg away from the left side and the right side of the 2x3s that we've done earlier. Then here at the back are two brown L's, where the one on the right has the the gap facing the northeast, and the one on the left is facing northwest. Then here at the front is another brown 1x2 to help finish off the curve effect for Chimchar's crown. And we've actually got a bit of hair to do for Chimchar, starting with step 20, where we need a 2x2 and place it right in the middle at the top side of the 2x4 that we've done. Then another 2x2, and we place it at the back of that one 2x2 that we did. And then finally, to finish off the head, it is another brown, the last brown 1x1. And then we just need to attach this head onto Chimchar. And we just need to put the middle row of the head here in line as such. And here we go. Chimchar, the fire monkey Pokemon, ready to burn it up with the rest of them. like my little unboxing video? If you did, why not check out my other content right here? I have a nice little video for a Nanoblock set from a video game series, or I have a playlist right here for all of my past builds. And if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can help the channel grow, and ring the bell to get notified on my latest videos. Happy gaming, guys, and I'll see you at the next unboxing build. Did you like my little unboxing video? If you did, why not check out my other content right here? I have a nice little video for a Nanoblock set from a video game series, or I have a playlist right here for all of my past builds. And if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can help the channel grow, and ring the bell to get notified on my latest videos. Happy gaming, guys, and I'll see you at the next unboxing build.